Welcome everyone to another session of the Product Management View webinar series. Every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, product management professionals can pick up the latest in thought leadership, tips, and tricks. Gene Friedman is the Director of Marketing and Senior Business Analyst for Bridgeline Software, a developer of web content management software. In addition to her marketing role, she also consults on business process and content strategy. She also has 15 years' experience as a marketing executive. As Creative Director, Scott is responsible for creating and driving marketing and visual strategies for Bridgeline clients. He has over 15 years in the creative field, including creative direction, design, information architecture, branding, and business strategy. Take it away, Gene and Scott.
Good afternoon. Today we're going to talk about the new opt-in interactive marketing model, which in a lot of ways maps to what you've been hearing about Web 2.0. So the agenda today is we're going to talk a little more about what is Web 2.0. Some people think it's hype. Other people, including Scout and I, believe it's the next generation of the web, and we'll talk a little about some of the techniques and capabilities. Then we will talk about acquisition marketing, which has to do with how you can use the web and some of these new capabilities for doing interactive marketing. Then we'll talk about retention marketing, or extending the partnerships with your customers through a lot of different interesting ways. And then we'll have time for a summary as well as questions.
Well, many of you have probably heard of Web 2.0 and not sure exactly what it does, or maybe some of you are sure exactly what it does. We're not sure exactly what it does, and I'm not going to read this whole slide to you. But in our minds, Web 2.0 really kind of sums up a new paradigm for interacting with the web. It's no longer about just pushing information. It's about community building and having lots of social contexts. And it's really about technology that is enabling collaboration like we've never seen before. So we're going to touch on all these at a high level throughout the presentation.
As you probably saw from reading the information, one of the things that O'Reilly, one of the, quote, founders of Web 2.0, has is the ability to have kind of a comparison between what happened before Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. So what we're going to do is not read the whole list. Some of these areas may be very familiar to you, some of those not, but we're going to just touch on a couple of those. So the first one is, since Scout's a fantastic photographer, what I'd like to do is have him talk about Ophoto versus Flickr. Thanks,
Gene. You're a shutterbug yourself. But Ophoto's been around for a while. It's in its early days, it was mainly a web destination where people can upload photos, send out links for people to view the photos, and order prints and et cetera. So mostly just kind of like a static experience. And what we're seeing is on sort of the Web 2.0 and sort of a new paradigm of that is Flickr. I don't know how many people have heard of Flickr. It's getting a lot of buzz these days. It's kind of mixing a web-based photo album with some blog technology and some tagging abilities. So people can upload their photos. They can have users comment on the photos. They can answer the comments on the photos, and they can also tag the photos with attributes. A very simple example of that is if you took a picture of your dog in your backyard during a barbecue, running in and out of a water sprinkler, you could tag attributes to that particular photo, such as dog, water sprinkler, yard, summer, patio, barbecue, etc. So it gives people a more powerful search ability. So not only are they able to search by dog, but they can actually search by all the different attributes or tags that you would associate to that photo. So it's a pretty powerful paradigm.
Thanks, Scout. And the next one I'll talk about is Britannica Online, and the next generation, which is Wikipedia, which you've already seen a definition. Britannica Online is an awesome source of information, but it's done by a set of expert editors and expert contributors to produce the content for Britannica Online. And the Wikipedia